Good morning. Today is the end of week 5 of my keto journey. So, to recap, if you're looking at this one, you need to go back further in the feed and look at one 5 weeks ago. I started this journey age 43 and 269 pounds, give or take, about to break the threshold of 270. So this is the first serious lifestyle change that I have made in quite a long time. So weigh in today. Today's Monday, and I'm torn. It's not what I'd hoped for, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But last week on Monday, I've got my little MyFitnessPal app, and last week on Monday I weighed in at 255.8, and that was after 4 weeks. Today I weighed in at 253.6, so 2.2 pounds. I should be happy about that, and I guess on a basic level I am, but I thought I was going to have a big week. For lack of a better term, I busted my ass this week. I am here currently mounted on my trusty Schwinn electrical stationary bike that I have developed a close working relationship with over the last 3 weeks. I get on this thing every single morning, except for often Saturdays and Sundays. But I'll get the kids on the bus at 7, and I'll jump on this thing hopefully by a few minutes after 7. My nice tall glass of fake Crystal Light lemonade, well, it's not lemonade, orange drink. I can't say juice, it's not juice. That tricks my brain into thinking I'm drinking orange juice, which I really like, but I can't have when I'm having keto. Anywho, I do 30 minutes on this here machine, and I also, last year, actually, way earlier in 2018, I picked up these guys right here. These are some ridiculous 1990s, plastic, I guess, sand-filled dumbbells. These are 6 pounds a piece, I think. 6.6, almost 7, so there's something like almost 14 pounds. And, I'm going, as I told you several times, with the help and advice of my son Sebastian, and he definitely wanted me to get these integrated with this. So what I do is, while I'm doing this, these are the 2 motions that I actually do. So I start essentially almost like a butterfly press, and I kind of had to tweak this a little bit to make sure I wasn't tweaking my back, but essentially bringing them forward like this and doing 10, and then also he called it an Arnold press. I don't know. I looked it up online, I couldn't find any reference to it, but that's what he called it. So taking the dumbbells like this and then twisting and going up and bringing it back down and doing 10 of those. So 10 and 10, stop. And that set, I guess is what it would be called. I really don't know what I'm talking about. I was doing 3 of those during the 30-minute workout, and I'm now trying to bump that to 4 of those sets during the 30-minute workout. So that's more of the focus of the past week, is really trying to lock in the exercise portions a little better. Food, just to kind of touch on food for a second, not really any major changes this week. Towards the end of the week, I started recognizing that even though I set a calorie limit for myself every day, I was going over it every single day, and realizing that I've got to probably bump down the calories. It was the course of thinking by like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And 2.2 pounds this week really makes me think that that's what I need to do, reduce the calories overall. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that exactly without feeling hungry. We've tried a couple things. My wife picked up a package of keto pancake mix. I made a waffle out of it, a 4-inch waffle. I thought I was going to maybe be able to switch out one of the sausages I eat for breakfast with a keto pancake, or by default a waffle. Didn't work. That one waffle ended up being a little less than twice the calories of the one sausage, and that's not going to work if I'm trying to cut the calories down. So I guess we'll save the keto pancakes or waffles for maybe if we ever do a breakfast dinner. That might be where that fits in better into a dinner than a breakfast. So I don't know what I can really do to reduce the calories out of the breakfast. I did take 1 of the 3 tablespoons of coconut oil out of the coffee, so that's down to now 2. I'm trying to make sure that I stay on the keto macro, which is 80% fat, 15% protein, 5% carbs. My fear is that if I take too much of the fat out of the breakfast, then I'm going to come in too high on the protein for later. So the changes that I made were, again, taking 1 of the 3 tablespoons of coconut oil out of the coffee, reducing the amount of olive oil in my lunch salads, because I'm still consistently having a salad for lunch, trying to keep that salad at about 700 to 800 calories, which is tough. But I reduced the amount of oil in that down to 3 tablespoons of oil. And dinner is just always a game. Dinner is always a challenge, trying to figure out what I can fit in that corresponds to what the family's eating, so that I'm at least in line with what's going on. So that's about it. That's where I am right now. I'm down 2 pounds this week, and yeah, I'm guess I'm just gonna press forward. I need to get to 215. 2 pounds a week means that 215 is a long way off. I think on a stretch I'd settle for 225. I think I'd feel pretty good at 225, but we just keep going. So 253.6. 253.6. MyFitnessPal, again, I can never say enough good things about MyFitnessPal. I recommend you use it. I recommend you follow it, track your food, look at your macros, really learn how to use this tool, and I think it'll do good. So in 5 weeks, I've lost 15.4 pounds, right? I know, that's supposed to be a good thing. I gotta get some 5-pound weeks out of this journey, and it's gotta happen relatively soon. So here we go. Listen, thank you. I'm rambling. I appreciate you following along, and any comments, suggestions, or if you want to share your experience, I'd love to read your comment as well. Thanks so much for hanging out, and have a good day out there. Guess I'll do the bike now. What the hell? Ready? Okay. Here we go.